Hello children, how are you? As we have completed our last lesson, the name of the lesson was erudite, right? So here our syllabus for evaluation 2 is finished. Okay, erudite was the last lesson for the evaluation 2. Okay, so here afterwards we will start taking the revision. Okay, so the very first chapter that was coming for evaluation 2 was our need for water. Okay, so the very first lesson for revision, that is our need for water. So we will start about the explanation and the revision for water. Okay, as you all know, okay, water is present in our body in different forms. Actually, our body, the 78% of our body is containing water in it. Okay, so water is present in our body, but it is present in different forms. Okay, it is present in the form of blood. Okay, blood is a liquid. Why it is so liquid? Because the water is present, or the blood is made up of water. Okay, water, the composition of blood contains the water in it. That's why we can see the blood whenever we just get any wound or any cut or injury, the water the blood comes out, right? The blood comes out from that wound or from that cut in a liquid form. That's why we can say the water is present in our blood. Okay, next, tears or tears. Whenever we just feel nervous or upset, the tears comes out. Okay, or whenever we cut the onion or any pungent smell things, the tears comes out from our ears. Okay, that are also running, and it means that are also liquid, right? So what does it indicate? It indicates that the water is present in the form of tears. Okay, and next one, in the form of saliva. Whatever saliva that comes in our mouth, okay, water is present in it also. So here we can say that water is present in our body in different forms like blood, tears and saliva. Okay, now let me explain you. Water is also present in the fruits and vegetables. Have you seen? Let us take the example of watermelon. The summer fruits like watermelon, the grapes and cucumber. Okay, when we cut the watermelon, lots of water comes out. Okay, when we press it or when we grind it, the lots of watermelon contains the huge percentage of water in it. Similarly, cucumber is also there, that contains the water. We can see easily, okay, the water when we cut the cucumber or the watermelon, or when we eat the grapes, we can see the water is present in it. Okay, that's why during the summer season we drink lot of juices like lemon juice, orange juice, because we feel very thirsty. We feel very thirsty during the summer season due to the hot sun rays. We eat plenty of fruits like watermelon and cucumber and grapes. Why do we do so? Because sorry children. So why do we do so? Because in summer days we feel very thirsty. Our body requires the more amount of water. That's why we just prefer drinking the lemon juices or other juices during the summer days, and we just prefer eating of the fruits like watermelon, cucumber, grapes and all that. Okay. Next. Okay, water is present. Why do we feel thirsty? I explained you कि during the summer days we feel very thirsty, but it is not like that कि during only the summer days we feel thirsty, but obviously always our body requires water. Whenever we will take a lunch or whenever we will take a food, we just take water with it, right? So what does it indicates? It indicates that we feel thirsty or our body requires water. Okay, that's why we feel thirsty. Not all, but all the living things need water. Our body also need water because our body has to function properly. In order to function our body properly, we have studied that we require food, but similarly in order to function our body properly, we also require water with the food. Okay, because water helps our food to get digest. Okay, for example, when we just want to grind anything or grind any spices in the grinder or mixer, what do? We just add water in it. Why do we add? Why do we do so? Because when we add the water in the jar of that grinder, it become easy to get grind. So the same fact is with the water. When we add water with the food, it just become easy to get digest. Okay. Then water also helps to carry out the unwanted substances from our body. Okay, after the digestion of the food, the nutrient or the nourishment whatever we are getting from that particular food, it get converted into nutrients and get mixed with the blood. Okay, and whatever the unwanted or the waste material is there, that waste material just carried out with the help of water in the form of urine. Okay, so we have to drink at least how many glasses of water in a day? Yes, at least 8 glasses of water we should take throughout the day. Okay, beta? Okay, students? Because why should we take that much quantity of water in a day? Because when there is a lack of water in our body, we get thirsty, our body cannot do proper functioning. Okay, and all other issues will also we have to suffer, dehydration and all that. Okay, like human beings, animals also feel thirsty. As I mentioned earlier only, all the living things on the earth, they feel thirsty or their body requires water. Okay, so animals also feel thirsty. That's why the human beings provide water to those animals they keep at home. Okay, the animals like cows, buffaloes, horse, all these are the example of domestic animal, or the pet animals like parrot, rabbit, pigeon, hen, peacock. All these animals we are just habitual to put at our home, the domestic or the pet animal. So we have to take care about their food or water. So we provide food and water to that animal. Okay, thousands of small animals also are there, they need water. For example, either it is a small honeybee or a crab or a big scorpion or a lion or an elephant. So all the human animals or living things require water for their life to be survived. Okay, so what is the public source of water? Actually the water, where do we get it? Okay, get from. So let me clear one thing, the main source of water on earth. Okay, the main source of water on earth is only rain. Okay, we get water only and only from the rain. The rainwater only get filled or just mixed in the rivers, seas, oceans or small ponds, lakes, etc. Okay. So what is the public source of water? What are the public sources of water? From where do we just go and get the water? In many villages, the animals like cows, buffaloes and goats, okay, how they just get their water? They come to the river or the pond, okay. You must have seen in the cartoons or the Jungle Book Mowgli movie, okay. All that animals, they just come to the river, near the river or the pond to drink the water. These animals bath themselves in the water or the river, right? The birds like lapwing, kingfisher and egret can also be seen around the water source. Okay, we can see the different birds around the water source in search of water. Grass and other bushes, okay, the small herbs, grass and other bushes like the small herbs can be seen growing near the public source of water, okay. So suppose for example in your area any public tap is there to use the water from the municipality provided, okay. So you can see the small growth of the grass or the bushes near the area where the tap is there in that locality. So students, you can see the small growth of the grass or the bushes near that tap. What does it indicate? It indicates that the small grasses or the bushes also require water for their growth. That's why they just grow near that source of water. Okay, people from the villages wash their clothes in the river. That is actually not good, okay. They carry the water to use at home, right. They just carry the small mud pots with them or the buckets and all with them, and they just carry the water at their home, okay. So what is mean by water hole? Okay, what is mean by water hole? Actually the water hole is a source of water like a small pond or what we will say small hole, okay. In that water get filled, okay, due to the rain. So the people who keep the animals like cows, buffaloes and horses and all that domestic animals, they just provide the drinking water to them without fail, because we have to take care about our domestic animals, right. So similarly, so we human being or the people just provide the water for the domestic animal. But what is the case with the wild animals? They also need water, right. So the wild animals just come to the water hole present in the forest, okay. Whenever they feel thirsty, they just come to the water hole, any water hole that may be present in the forest. They just come near the water hole and they just take the water, okay. Water hole means like a small pond in a forest where wild animals come to drink the water. Many times you have maybe seen in the Mowgli cartoon or Mowgli Jungle Book, right. In that the Sher Khan, right, tiger, he used to come to the water pond or water hole to just fulfill his thirst, okay. So water hole means like a pond in a forest where wild animals come to drink the water. People go near the water hole to see the wild animals. We also just sometimes when we go for hunting, we can search the wild animals near the water hole easily. So now we had talked about the living things like human beings, animals, okay, and birds. Similarly, Plants are also living things, okay. As we know, as we explained earlier, plants are also living things and they make their own food by a process called photosynthesis. So as they require food, then it is mandatory they will require water also, right? So from where the plants get the water, because plants also need water to survive. So when we put the plants at our home, that are potted plants, we water that potted plants, right? And whenever the farmers are growing the crops, they water the crops, they water their crops or they water their fields for the better growth of the production, okay. So we water the potted plants and farmers water their fields because the plants are also require water, okay. They need water to survive, okay. It means plants need water like the animals or like all other human beings, okay. So agriculture, water is used for agriculture means farming, okay. So we need water for drinking, cooking and bathing and etc. We also need water for agriculture also. Farmers grow the crops in their fields. They, for the proper growth of the crops, the farmer requires water, okay. They just water their crops or their fields and again, okay, for the method of their agricultural yield or agricultural production. Similarly, the water is used for the factories also. In big factories, the water is used there in a big amount, okay, on big scale. As we know that in big cities like metro cities where the factories are there, they provide us many things that we need in our daily life, okay. Let us take the example of electric, what we will say, manufacturing factory, electricity, okay. The power plant of electricity generation. So the whole functioning for generating the electricity depends upon the water, okay. Pavan Chakki, that we can say, that is was situated in Aurangabad. There the water pressure was converted into the electrical force, okay. Similarly, the plants that are present in the forest, okay, they also require waters, okay. So the potted plants we water, as we discussed. The farmers just water their crops, okay. The trees in the forest continue just need water to grow. They get the water from the rain, okay. Whatever the plants are present in the forest, actually they get their water from the rainwater seeps into the soil, okay. The rainwater get absorbed in the soil and the same water is transported to the different parts of the plants through the roots, as we discussed this earlier in the process of photosynthesis. The root absorbs the water, okay, that is seeped into the soil and transfers it to the different parts of the plant, okay. So some plants like bulrushes grow only in water. The plants which grow in water, they are called aquatic plants. The lotus is an example of aquatic plant. Lotus, pharma, chestnut and hyacinth, okay. Lotus, chestnut and hyacinth are the aquatic plants. Once again, lotus, chestnut and hyacinth are the aquatic plants that grow in water, okay. And it means the aquatic plants cannot grow in the soil because they can't survive there. So here we have discussed about some of the properties of water or some of the description of water. Okay, so I just hope you will revise this first lesson for evaluation too, and just try to do your studies on time, and again just try to understand the concepts related with the water. Okay, thank you.